blessed to be standing here today with Steph and Aaron and all of their friends and family. You know, I really should have known from the get-go that Steph and I were going to be really good friends. Not too long after we had met, I ran into Steph and Mr. and Mrs. Matthews on a busy corner in Times Square on spring break. And if that's not the fate saying, hey, this person is awesome, pay attention, I don't know what else is. But Steph and I didn't really become very good friends until my senior year of college, when we lived together, and we watched all 10 seasons of the show Friends on loop all year long. And you know, something really cool happened from that. And I've often said I wish Steph had come into my life sooner than that. But I got to know Steph, and I got to know Aaron, and I got to love them both as individuals and both as a couple. Steph is the kind of roommate who will buy a steak that's slightly too large and slice it into 2 pieces, and then make potatoes and asparagus on the night that you're stuck working in the newsroom, and she knows you're going to be there late, and she'll make sure that you have a full meal waiting for you. She's the girl that will bring home an extra cup of coffee, always have a spare bagel, and more importantly, a sane voice and a good ear for listening. And that was invaluable to me in college, and it's still invaluable to me in our adult lives. Now, I knew Aaron was a keeper from the get-go. Not too long after we moved in together, I conned Steph into buying Aaron a singing Christmas tie at the dollar store. And he may have wore it like a champ. During the blizzard of 2011, I can still see Aaron strapping on a backpack and walking out into the snow to go to Hy-Vee to get me cold medicine because I'm dying, and a few extra supplies for the rest of the house. So that was wonderful too. Not to mention, he was working at a local brewery, and he had a great discount there. A really great discount there. And we would go and we would enjoy his discount while he was downstairs working in the kitchen. Aaron's a great guy. And the point that I'm really trying to hit home here today is generosity and friendship. And I have seen this tenfold in both of them. And when you get a person like Steph, and you get a person like Aaron, and you bring them together, it's magic. And I got to watch that my senior year of college, and that's something that's truly priceless. You know, I saw it in the grocery list that they would make on our kitchen counter. They'd sit there and they'd write it out. And I've seen it, you know, living in Kansas City today, as they're wrangling their 2 dogs in the snow and the rain, and it's teamwork, and they do it so well. You know, the day I got my bridesmaid's dress fitted, Steph and I are over at Nolte's. Aaron's stuck in the kitchen making my favorite dish that they used to prepare for me in college. They've got this down to a science, and there's so much about giving. And I think that this great representation of a crowd that we have here today, their friends, their family, you know, head table and beyond, just really proves what we're all standing next to. It's a witness for everything. So when I first started talking, I mentioned that we watched all 10 seasons of Friends on loop all year long. And when I moved out of that house, Steph gave me a poster. And it was something that had hung in our kitchen. And it said, everything I need to know in life, I learned from Friends. And it listed 20-something points. And we learned a lot from watching Friends, we really did. But I really have to say that everything I learned about love, I've learned from watching these 2. I mean, there is no better example. There isn't. And it's teamwork, it's generosity, it's everything that I've seen them start as and everything that I've seen them become, and I am so happy for them. Just so happy. So, here's to Steph and Aaron. You are the best. You deserve the best. And here's to seeing that they continue to have it. Thank you.
And now we're talking.